If you ever want to know how I do my YouTube videos, this video is for you. Hi, it's Trixie, and I'm going to tell you what it's like to be a YouTuber. Thanks to Google Maps for sponsoring this portion of this video. If you remember the first time I partnered with Google, we talked about how businesses can specifically identify with business attributes publicly. So they can say that they're LGBTQIA+ owned, they're woman owned, they are trans safe spaces. But today I'm here to talk to you about some brand new features being introduced on Google Maps. Now we all know Google Maps. I love Google Maps. I depend on Google Maps. If I'm on a tour bus halfway across the world in a city I don't know, as a traveling performer who's not exactly great with directions, Google Maps has been my lifeline to actually having a life on the road. Google Maps provides maps in 99% of territories and countries, which I think at this point I've been to all those places. Not only that, but with Google Maps, you can find reviews, ratings, information about over 250 million businesses all over the world, all types. As a small business owner, and someone who has a lot of opinions, that's very important to me. So the first feature I want to show you is actually kind of mind-blowing, and it's called Immersive View. It is an interactive map experience like you've never seen before. You can basically visit somewhere on your phone without having ever been there, so you know what you're looking for. It shows you things like weather, traffic conditions, and it's totally 3D. Isn't that amazing? The other feature I'm personally excited about is the Google Maps List feature. Now, if you don't know, I'm kind of the unofficial Milwaukee, Wisconsin tourism spokeswoman. I constantly have drag queens, friends, whoever, they always text me. I'm in Milwaukee, what should I do? They wanna know, where's your favorite place to eat? Where should I go for a drag show? Where should we get a drink? With Google Maps, instead of me having to type out or write down my suggestions every time someone asks, I can make a list of my favorite spots in Google Maps and have it ready to share. What's also fun is it's not just arrows and pins. You can now use emojis in the map you're creating, which is just a little more fun, adds more personality. It actually makes it easier to see on the map. You know, I can put a burger for a burger restaurant. I can put a nail paint emoji for a nail salon. I can use an eggplant for an eggplant restaurant. Download Google Maps and check out these really fun, easy to use features. Thanks to Google Maps for sponsoring that part of the video. Now, back to you, Trixie. Hi, it's Trixie, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Trixie Mattel, and this is my YouTube channel. Many of you ask, what is it like to do YouTube? Show us your studio. What kind of cameras do you use? What kind of lights do you use? How long does it take to make a video? Well, today is that video where we're gonna talk about everything from the type of cameras I use, the sound, the lighting, how I get my ideas, what it's like to film a video. It's in some ways more complicated than you'd think, but in so many more ways, more bootleg than you think. I mean, in YouTube world, we really try to make everything look fancy and cool. Let me tell you, it's me in a wig talking to myself for a lot of it. The spirit of YouTube is, it is the ultimate DIY cinematic experience. It's like running a mini TV studio. Honestly, we have our own content schedule. We have our schedule for ads. Sometimes I'm like, these major TV networks with all this money, they're not doing anything very different than what we do here. Honestly, they just have people on salary, which means they can pay them less. We really think of it as like a miniature MTV. We have music videos, we have comedy videos, reality style videos, house tours. I mean, I even released my Critics' Choice Award nominated special, One Night Only, on YouTube. But what I love about YouTube, especially as a cross-dresser in this world who, you know, as a drag queen, doors are flying open every June and then slamming in my face again on July 1st. I'm used to a lot of, hey, we love your numbers. We love how many fans you have and how many people watch your videos, but we're not sure about you because you have a dress on. That is every conversation I've had with every network of any kind. And with YouTube, it's great because you only have to be right for the people who watch you. And the people who watch me, you know what you're here for, bitch. Hi, welcome back. So today I thought I would start with telling you a little bit how I started YouTube. So if we're being honest, I would like you guys to believe that I started YouTube just a couple years ago. Just a young girl who knew exactly what she was doing, getting involved in the trenches of digital content creation. When in reality, bitch, I had a YouTube channel in 2010. I was like 20 years old, and I started making theatrical makeup videos, drag videos, beauty videos. We have watched some of them on this channel. And we will never watch them again. I'm talking like pre-Tyler Oakley old on YouTube. These are like the cave drawings of YouTube and drag, was me. And then I took a break for many years to pursue drag, right? I was working in nightclubs, I was in beauty school, I was, you know, working at the makeup counter, and I kind of stepped away from doing YouTube because it was intimidating and hard. And to be honest, when I started YouTube again just a couple years ago, I was already a TV star. It was a lot easier to create content because I had the budget. I could afford cameras, lighting, help. I was hosting The Pit Stop, which is also on YouTube. I was doing my Netflix gig, which is on YouTube. Is on YouTube. I technically was a YouTuber without having my own active channel. And when I switched to my own channel, and I started seeing the freedom, the fun, the way I can rope in friends of mine and be like, let's make a paycheck. Come over to my house, let's do a video and we'll make a little money. It's such a blessing. Before I start getting the Q&A, because you guys asked a lot of great questions, please subscribe to the channel. You know we have videos all the time. And we are coming up to 2 million and we're gonna do something wild. I don't know what yet, but 2 million is a lot. You know, 10 years ago on YouTube, subscribing was how you designed your YouTube experience. And now the algorithm is so smart, subscribing is not necessarily necessary anymore. So getting to 2 million in 2023 in subscribers means so much. You'll notice, especially in the beauty community, there's people who have 2, 3, 4, 5 times as many followers as I do who don't get the viewers I get. If people stop watching your channel, they don't necessarily go unsubscribe. But when we hit 2 million, it's gonna be a lot. Nick, what do we got? By the way, Nick's in the video today. Can you believe it? This is very special. We did this just for you guys. And yes, Nick is single. And yes, he has been working out.
How many videos do you aim to film in a week or a day?
Wow, this is a great question. How many videos do you aim to film in a week or a day? Usually we film for YouTube 2 to 3 times a month. One day we will do a get ready with me and then I'll change looks and we'll do like a react to or like a doll video. Typically we are about 3 to 4 weeks ahead of a video coming out. Unless if I'm about to go on tour, we will film like 5 days a month, 6 days. And that way we have videos for 2 months. We have some videos we've never even released, because we have changing feelings about the content or how we think it would perform. We have videos sometimes we've never even put out.
Do you ever get like creative block when it comes to the channel, coming up with ideas and stuff like that?
I'll tell you this, when I watch the least YouTube, I get the least inspired. So the more I keep watching videos, keeping up with my favorite creators, watching different channels, watching different beauty videos, the more I get like the itch to make videos. It's sort of the same with music. When I get really into listening to other artists, I get really into making my own music. It's like you listen to other people, you pay attention to other people, and it makes you go like, well, what do I want to do?
Does it get exhausting having to constantly make content?
To be honest with you, there are times in my life where my real life gets a little real, and the last thing I want to do is sit in a video and make a video. Those are times where it's hard, but I think long term, and I think, well, in a few months when you're feeling more yourself or on an upswing, you'll regret letting your channel lose a video. The upload schedule to me is important to me. But if I stop making videos, no one would yell at me. I'm my own boss. It's just my own personal goal. It's important to the algorithm to keep making videos too. I mean, if we dropped off for a few weeks, the viewership drops off. It does. Now, another thing I'll tell you guys about, the app that I use almost the most on my phone is called YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is basically like, if you ever worked in a restaurant, you have front of house and back of house. YouTube Studio is the back of house of YouTube. So you guys see the video, the comments, the whatever, the dashboard here on YouTube Studio. It basically has how many viewers you have, what videos you put out recently, how the impressions are doing, the clicks. Interesting things like watch through. It'll tell you things like your video's getting watched less time, like duration, but it's getting clicked by more new viewers. And so for Nick and I, because Nick's basically our, GM of the YouTube channel, it helps us figure out like, oh, that video we thought would do really well didn't, but this random one did really well. Why? Nick and I often talk about like evergreen content. So like any of my Barbie videos, for example, they do very well over time because people are always looking for information about that toy. Whereas makeup videos, for example, makeup videos might not have as many complete views, let's say, but because the videos are 20 minutes long sometimes, way less people can watch the video, but if they watch all of it, you make more money. It's kind of crazy how some of these things work. Although it must be something shocking about my face because we do trend quite a bit on this channel. We end up on the homepage on YouTube a lot for trending stuff, probably because my face is a very shocking thumbnail.
Is it worth it for people to comment their opinions on videos?
It is worth commenting on videos. We read them. Nick reads all of them, and I would say I scan through 25%, looking for something that is really funny or really constructive or really like an interesting take. You're not supposed to read the comments, but also if you care about how your content is being perceived, why wouldn't you read the comments? I want to know what people thought was funny, especially product stuff. If I hate a foundation, let's say, I'm so interested when I see comments that are like, that's my favorite foundation. Because I'm like, why? YouTube is a very safe space for the comments. I actually look forward to reading the comments because people who watch me, it's like our videos. They comment because it's like, this is our world and we can talk to each other about the videos we're doing. The comments to me are just as much a part of YouTube as the content.
When somebody makes a better joke than me in the comments, I think about it all day.
Yeah, you're like,
I think about it all day. This one made me laugh. Do you write scripts for your videos?
Love that. You guys, I don't write anything down. Have I ever written a single thing down?
Nothing.
I can't even remember basic information. I can pick up a product and try to read the back of it and mess that up. So like,
I give you a script and you can't even follow it.
yeah, we don't, believe me, we're not on this channel plotting to read you things, that's for sure. One of my favorite things about YouTube is that it's all improv. I hate planning, I hate rehearsing, but I love performing. And so YouTube is perfect for me.
How do you become more comfortable on camera?
The only way to become more comfortable on camera is to just do it. I used to be very camera shy, and honestly, YouTube, touching and feeling cameras, uploading content, editing, that made me not camera shy anymore because cameras are scary. And once I started demystifying that, it's just a piece of equipment. Now I'm not camera shy at all. Your setup does not have to be Hollywood level cameras or lighting or sound. The truth is, if you're entertaining, if you know what you're talking about, if you know what your channel is and you know why people are gonna come to you, all that other stuff you can fix over time. You can ask for a nicer camera for Christmas. You could save up for a better lighting kit. But knowing who you are and knowing exactly what you're making is the main thing. You could have a $1 million YouTube channel making videos on a phone in front of a window. With modern technology and how accessible everything is, you're not limited by budget as much anymore, as much as you're limited by how much do you really want to put into this. Just know what you want to do and be aware of why people are going to watch you. Maybe you want to be funny, but people end up watching you because you're gorgeous. I know what that's like. You just have to be honest. On camera, TV, or anything, the audience can smell the BS. Speak from yourself to the other person like it's a person. I mean, that's what I do on this channel. Sometimes I sit in here and talk for hours and I'm like, there's something wrong with you that you can sit and talk to yourself this long. Some call it being mentally ill. I call it being a content creator. Now, when I say that you don't have to have the best equipment, I also would like to share with you guys the equipment I use and why. So the camera you guys are seeing right now, this camera and this camera, these are both Canon 5D Mark IV cameras. This was my first YouTube camera I ever got, and I got it because it looked beautiful. I think I saw another YouTube's video where they said they used it, and I read that it was idiot proof, and I'm an idiot. So I knew that I could put it on auto and survive. That was a Sony a5100, which I did like, but it overheated every 20 minutes, which really annoyed me. So I have my little GoPro here, which by the way is a nice little buddy for YouTube. If you ever are not sure if you're gonna film something or you have to film something weird, like do you guys remember my drink making video at This Is It in Milwaukee? Do you remember that shot where I was like pouring the alcohol in the glass? How did I get that shot? I put this on the table and put the bar glass on top of it. Hi, so this is my little GoPro I was telling you guys about. So it's here. So I'm just gonna show you guys what my view is when I'm making a video. Here's my legs. Here's my little white table. This has all my Trixie cosmetics that I'm using at that time. So recently I keep all our brushes here, our new bronzers, our new setting sprays. This is my little, mirror to myself where I get notes. This one says, use TC product, because even though I have a makeup company, I forget to use my own products in the videos. We got the clapper, the world famous clapper. And then just looking up, you can see there's Nick somewhere over there. There's the A camera that I'm talking to right now, if you can see me. Hi. And there's a little monitor above it. So even if I'm self-taping, I can see myself. We used to have very bad monitors, and now we got these new ones, and we are horny for them. They are so bright. The color is so true. We got one of them and it made the other one look like a calculator. So we had to get two. So as you can see, there's my little ring light. That's how I get the little ring in the center of my eyes when I'm filming. And then my B cam is the exact same camera with the exact same monitor. We have a little air conditioner here because you never know. You never know. So we have a C stand here with a Sennheiser shotgun microphone that was actually quite expensive, this microphone. We really believe in sound quality in this channel. This is what we call a dead cat in TV, but it's just like a fuzzy thing that keeps the air conditioning from blowing directly on the microphone, because that will blow right into this and you'll get a very soft, like, the shotgun mic connects to this little guy. This is my Zoom mic. Sound matters more than you think. The better you can get the sound in your videos, I promise you the engagement shoots up. On the videos where I accidentally stopped recording sound, I watch the viewership and the viewership dips as soon as the sound quality dips. It's really interesting, but I get it. Sound matters. The sound of someone's voice matters. And by the way, all of you who have issues about the sound of your own voice, you need to get over it. I hate the sound of my own voice, and here we are. So behind me, this is my seamless. Big paper roll on 2 C stands. These are LED lights from Amazon, not fancy, 2 of them. But you see on the A cam, that's how you get that cool buttery effect. It's just light on paper. Let me show you guys something, an experiment, if you will. So for example, if I just turn off the other lights, look at how different this video looks now. Now it looks like I'm doing an apology video or something. You know, it's kind of sad, I mean, even for these little LEDs, you guys, we have gels so that if I put up a white paper, we can use colored cellophane to cheat the white paper any color. So even if you don't have money to buy a bunch of different papers for backgrounds, just get one. Get a white one and then just change the colors. Super easy. I think Nikki Tutorials does that. It's not a bad gig. These are just little LED fill lights, right? These are 2 little fill lights. Now these are where the investment got fierce. This is what they use at World of Wonder. This is what they use at like Netflix. These are big, beautiful fantasy like TV lights. I'll get right in here to show you guys something. So it's got 4 bulbs, right? 2 of them are more yellow, 2 are more white, and that's how we kind of simulate a daylight effect. And then both of these have 2 blue, 2 yellow. And as you can see, these have a thicker diffusing paper, so they're really like cloudy. And we just put thinner on these, which we like, right? Yeah. Looks brighter, looks prettier. I think we're gonna keep it. That's what I'm saying. In YouTube, we're constantly changing it. So these Kinos, I got them on Craigslist used. And then the same guy who sold us these. They just needed new bulbs and we gave them a wonderful home. So you guys can see when we film, it's usually dark everywhere except here. So you can see it's not like, you know, here's the paper, here's a bench from my bedroom, and here's a white table that I've had for 5 years. We have a white carpet on the ground because this room has very little sound insulation. So we get a white shag carpet from Amazon. This carpet really helped eat the bounce in this room. It used to be really springy. That's about it. That's the whole YouTube studio. I hope that wasn't disappointing, but there you go.
Are there any guests that you hope to have on the channel soon?
Yes. Oh, Christine Quinn, please come on the channel, Diva, please. I would love to have, I'm just gonna shoot for the moon. I would love to have RuPaul at some point. I would. Nothing's impossible. Would love for Michelle Visage to come on the channel. Mel B, if you're ever in LA, please. Vanessa Williams, like some of my friends from Queen of the Universe, I would love to have. Drag Queen from Queen of the Universe, Graham Norton. There's other beauty YouTubers. I've never done a video with Patrick. There's a bird channel I follow, Marlene McCohen. She has birds and I think she lives in Los Angeles area. I would love to do a video with her and her birds. Keep dreaming.
How long does the whole process start to finish of making a video take?
That's a great question. A beauty video, honestly, depending on what it is, it can take 3 hours, right, Nick?
To shoot it, yeah.
To shoot a beauty video, takes 3 hours. Today I got ready off camera, I got ready in about an hour, but to shoot a video of getting ready, it's at least 2 hours, at least. Because of the stopping, the starting, the talking. It's like having a full conversation while you're working. And then shorter videos like, I think I did a video like tips for starting drag. That was probably 25 minutes. And we love making short videos.
We love making short videos.
We do. We love beauty videos, but they're a tank. Beauty videos take Nick the longest to edit. They take me the longest to film.
Yeah, I think a short like Q&A one takes maybe 10 hours versus a beauty one, which will take probably over 20.
Yeah.
Do you watch videos back after they're edited?
Interesting. Okay, that's a good question. I used to proof everything, but Nick has edited with me for so long now. So what has it gotta be?
3 years?
There's so much trust now. What Nick will do is if he thinks a joke is over the line or if he thinks I accidentally say that I'm on a TV show or something, he'll send me a clip and be like, is this okay? But honestly, we have such a good rapport now. We trust each other so much. He knows when I'm recording a video. I think I can see him, the wheels turning when he's in the room watching me record, like what the shape of the video is gonna be. And then when he goes home to edit, he almost has like a mental storyboard. Right?
Basically, I'm editing it in my head as we're shooting, so I know what we're gonna use later. So it makes my job easier.
Yeah, because he used to have to sit and watch all the raw footage and just to even see what the video was. And now he goes home being like, well, I was in the room, so I know she struggles here. This part of the makeup is cool, and we'll edit it this way, you know? But we don't really ever edit me to look perfect, so pressure's off. You guys, I used to edit our videos on Final Cut. Trixie reacts to her season 7 looks. I did that video, like the editing and everything. And you can tell because it's not exactly advanced editing. And then when I started working with Mike Patterson, who edited a lot of my Barbie videos, my Easy Bake videos, you can tell that's when our editing quality took a major shift. Suddenly we had colorful custom transitions, music. And then when Nick came on board, Nick Walker, he's the one who sort of invented this channel's pop-ups where I'm constantly getting read within an inch of my life. And that ended up being such a big part of the channel, which was such a surprise because the first video Nick ever did was I think the Wet n Wild Halloween video, which was shot differently, music was different, the pop-ups were different. It was a stylistic change, but we welcome so many parts of it. And now basically for my channel, we run one folder that just has all of our sound effects, our pop-ups, our fonts. That way, if Nick died, we could hand it over to another editor and Nick's style and his soul would be captured in the hard drive. Isn't that sweet? I really surprisingly like making this video for you guys. I mean, I love talking about YouTube, so this is very fun for me. Every YouTuber I've met is so open about the editing they use, the camera equipment, the sound, how often they upload. When YouTube creators get together, we love to talk about like Well, what do you guys do? How many editors do you have? Do you guys use Final Cut? What's your lighting setup like? What's your upload schedule? We love to learn from each other. And I will say, YouTube is not the gatekeeping you think it is. Every YouTuber I've met has been so nice and open. And even if you're a new YouTuber, I promise you, a YouTuber of 10 years, you could tell them something that blows their mind. The thing about YouTube is there's never nothing to learn. And so there's no reason to like safeguard the information. And I guess one of my other main tips is don't get discouraged. We put out videos all the time that underperform, where I'm like, oh, you know, I don't think of it as a flop, but I'm always like, oh, that was not the slay I thought it would be. Because once in a while, some random video you do will shoot up so fast and you're like, what? But it's important to pay attention. Why? A lot of times it just has to do with what you did in the first 30 seconds. It has to do with how good the thumbnail was. It has to do with whether or not what you were talking about was culturally relevant, right? My Barbie videos this year all shot up because of the movie. Try to pay attention when something doesn't work out and think of it as a teachable moment. Well, that was the end of the video. Listen, if you wanna know how dedicated we are, this video is up to the line. Nick is gonna spend the whole night editing this video to have it ready by tomorrow. So don't say we never did anything for you. Thank you for joining me. And all of you, we're coming up to 2 million. Would have never believed I could do YouTube for work and I would enjoy it this much, and it would be so consistently rewarding. YouTube has really changed my life. YouTube is where I went from doing TV and Drag Race and stuff to like finding my own audience with Netflix, my channel, The Pit Stop. These are all YouTube shows, and YouTube is really where I became Trixie in a way. Thank you all very much, and we will see you on this very channel doing something very much like this next time. Goodbye.